Yo, what's up? Okay, so quick bug fix before we continue with the header component. For the button that we created, I just realized when I refreshed my web page that it was still left aligned and it just wasn't working for some reason. I spent like the last half an hour, I'm not even kidding, the last half an hour trying to fix this bug, but I just can't figure out what it is. So here's what I did, right? So going back to the profile, okay, I have a, so this is what we have at the moment, right? So this is what we have. So if I save that, okay, you see that's what happens, right? If I inspect elements, let's make this slightly that, okay. So if I inspect elements and if I look at that area, my display flex just doesn't apply for some reason. I have no idea why. But if I do this again, display flex, that works perfectly. So yeah, I couldn't figure out what the issue was. I don't know if you guys do know it, like just comment below and like, yeah, that will help me as well. But what I'm gonna do for a quick fix is just a style here. So inline. So I'm gonna say style, okay, and then let's have a display flex, save. So this should work. So if I refresh now, yeah, that should work now. So that was just a tiny bug that I don't know what was wrong. But let's continue with the header component. There's a couple things that we want to look at. So we have the home button, which will lead us to the home page, and the resume is basically the same as the home button, right? But now we have a portfolio button as well that will lead us somewhere else. So we have to use nav link or navigation using the React Router DOM to help us navigate between different pages. And then regarding the front end part, so we have this UI, right, for the header, and it's also responsive in a way. So if I do that, okay, and make it smaller as well maybe, so you see what happens, it collapses and turns into one button that can open and all of that, right? So we're gonna try and duplicate as much as we can with this. So let's get started. But here's the thing, we're gonna have to install a new library, because I tried creating something similar with Material UI, but it just needed a lot more code. So I'm gonna be using Bootstrap for this. It's gonna make everything so much easier. Okay, so what I want us to do is just stop the application if you already have it running, and then just copy this. So npm install react-bootstrap and space bootstrap. Just do that and press enter. And then if we do react bootstrap, damn, these are old searches. Okay, react bootstrap. We have to go into the getting started. So while that's happening in the background, let's go into the getting started. We're gonna need a couple scripts as well. So wait, let me see which ones we need, right? So let that install in the meantime. And we're gonna have to go, give me a second. Wait, where do I import this? So we need a script. Importing component, so we've done that. Okay, so we have to import this wherever we're using it. So let's go ahead and just copy this. And go into the header, paste that here, and then what else do we need? So let's just take a basic navbar. So you don't need to do this. I'm actually just gonna test it. So I'm gonna take the most basic navbar and see if it works, and if we've done the right thing. So let's replace this with the navbar. And then we're gonna have to import each of these. Oh wait, have I done that already? I think I might have done it already. So yeah, just in case, just double check. If I save this and if I go back to my application. Oh wait, I have to npm start. And let's get rid of this red background, it's so bad. So I'm just gonna do that, get rid of the red background on app.js and save, and then yes. Let's see what we get. Oh man, wait, can I open that again? Oh no, I can't. I was trying to recreate it, and for some reason it just wasn't working for me. It was so weird. But yeah, let's see what we got now. Oh, perfect. Let's go. So we have a basic, like really basic navbar, right? You don't need this right now, but we're gonna create one of our own, right? So let's get rid of the navbar again. So let's go back. I'm gonna get rid of profile.js. Let's just stick to that. And in here, I'm gonna get rid of probably everything apart from the navbar. Okay, so we have that. Visualize. I don't think we need a background as well. So expand LG. I think the expand is just for the collapse that we see. So once it's on LG, like so LG is the screen size. So we want it to expand when it's on LG. So another thing that we need is I'm gonna show you something, right? So add these props as well. Sticky to top, and let's give it a class name. Class name equals to maybe header. So the thing about sticky is, so if you look at this, when we scroll to the bottom, okay, the navbar scrolls as well. This is the original website. I like to have the navbar always at the top, even if we scroll the bottom or not. It's just a personal preference, so you can choose to have this or not. But I kind of like this, right? So we have the basic navbar. We're gonna have to import a couple more things. So we're gonna have to import React Router DOM because we're actually gonna be using routing to go to different pages, right? And then we're gonna use the nav that Bootstrap provides us with the link. So this is how we do it, and this is all on the documentation of Bootstrap that we just saw. So the next thing you want to do is nav, just copy it. Even I don't understand, like as in I don't know how to do this properly, but just copy and paste whatever I'm doing, right? As nav link, and then we want to redirect to so just to the basic homepage, and let's close this. Okay, so what we're saying here is, so this is going to be one link, right? So right now we're working on the first link, which is the homepage. Okay, so I'm going to comment this out, home link. Okay, so what we're saying is, let's use the navlink components that's provided by us by React Router DOM, and then we're gonna link to the homepage. So if you want to go to portfolio, we're just gonna do /portfolio, like whatever, right? So inside the nav link, we're gonna be creating just this one here right now, right? So let's go ahead. So inside the nav link, we're gonna need that navbar.brand, and again, don't ask me what that is. It's just a Bootstrap thing. Navbar. Wait, no, wait, what am I doing? So, oh my days, bro. Navbar.brand. Please, did I get that right? Cool. And let's give this a class name as well, because we're going to be styling this. Class name equals to header underscore home. Cool. And we're going to pass in an icon. So we're going to pass in the home rounded icon. So let's do that, and I'm going to import it. I'm actually going to import a couple icons from Material UI icons, and you can paste it as you go on, or just paste it now. Copy it, pause the video, and paste it now, right? But anyway, so let's pass in an icon called home rounded, and save. Let's see what we got. Compiling. I don't know why it's taking so long, but give it like 5 seconds. If it doesn't work, then we'll continue. We'll wait. Okay, anyway, let's just continue, right? So that's the first link, right? Now, what we want is we want to implement a toggle as well, which will be the toggle button, right? So that once it's moved. So all you need to do is just call it. Wait, so this is loading. Something's wrong. Okay, something's wrong. Let's try and fix this error first. We should not use nav link outside a router. Wait, we should not use nav link. So we cannot use a nav link outside a router. Interesting. What's happening? A router? Is there something wrong here? We have a header, we have, oh, okay. This will fix it. Save. Hopefully this works. Okay, there we go. So basically, what just happened was, because the navbar, so the header component should be responsible for routing, everything that's responsible for the routing or stuff that will be routed goes inside the router. Before, the header was outside the router, right? So we have the portfolio and resume page, which should be responsible for being routed, and the header will be responsible for routing. So everything has to go inside the router, right? But yeah, let's just go back. So we have the home button ready. Okay, let's continue, and we'll style it later, right? So let's just add everything we need. So the next thing we need is a navbar. Let's have that navbar. Just copy and paste what I'm doing, trust me. Dot toggle. Toggle. Okay, so this will help us with the toggling. It's all from Bootstrap again, nothing like React special. And then we're gonna have all the elements that will actually collapse. So by collapse, I mean is that you see we have buttons here, but when it's a smaller screen, we're gonna have elements that are like, all those buttons will go inside the collapsed elements, or whatever you want to call it, right? So we're gonna do that. So what we can do is we have navbar.collapse. Okay, so after that, let's have a navbar.collapse. Okay, and just in case you're getting an error, just check your imports. You might have not imported it properly. Okay, so navbar.collapse, and then let's add all the buttons that go inside the collapse. So I'm gonna copy them. Wait, I'm not gonna copy. I'm actually gonna tap it down. So we have a nav. Okay, a nav, and then inside the nav we're gonna have a nav link, right? So nav is for all the links, and then we're gonna have inside individual links. So we're gonna have a nav.link. It's something like the switch and route that we were doing, right? If you go back to the first video or second video, we had the switch and route. So something similar. So we have the nav and nav link. So let's create a nav link. So as it's the same thing as nav. Nav. Give me the hands. I hate this thing, bro. It's so annoying. Okay, nav link. So we want it to go to the home page. Okay, and then we're gonna give it a class name. So now pay attention of how I declare my class name and why I did it. Okay, so let's just close this first, and then call this resume. Okay, so I'm actually gonna, okay, no, I'm not gonna copy and paste it yet. So here's the thing, right? When I click on home, it should go to the home page, and when I click on resume, it should go to the home page as well, right? They're both the same thing. When I click on the portfolio, it should go to /portfolio. So that's what we need, right? So we're gonna keep track of what page we are in. So for example, if I want to go to portfolio, I'll do /portfolio, and we will be in the portfolio page, right? So I'm gonna keep track of what link or what page we are in right now through the link, right? So the way to do that, I'm actually gonna give it in as a prop, which you're gonna see later, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna create a constant called path name. So what path we are in is equal to props the location dot path name. Okay, and in the class name I'm gonna say if, okay, so look at this, if my current path, so if for resume, right, the reason I'm doing the class name is if I want it to be colored for whatever link I'm in. So if I'm in resume, I want the resume to be highlighted. If I'm in portfolio, I want portfolio to be highlighted, right? So we're gonna do that. So back to it. So if the path name is equal to just the home page, okay, I want it. So if the path name is the home page, which is what we're gonna use for the resume, right? So what we're gonna do is pass in a class name of header active. Let's create a header link active actually. Header link active. Active. But if that's not the path name, I'm just going to give it a class name of header underscore link. That's it. So let me just do that. It's going to arrange everything, and we have that, right? So I'm actually going to copy. So I'm going to like rename this, as I'm not rename it, but give it a comments, resume link, and then, oh no, what am I doing, bro? Okay, let's copy and paste, and then portfolio link, and in here we're gonna say portfolio, and we're gonna say if the path name is portfolio, no, not a capital P. Okay, so if the path name is portfolio, then give it an active, or else give it just a normal, right? And this will be portfolio. Save. I think we might get an error. Just have a feeling. Okay, what, I just know it. Okay, cannot read property part name of undefined. Dang, man, I'm hungry and thirsty. I haven't eaten or like whatever, bro. Like I can't even speak, and I'm sleepy as well. But path name is undefined. So okay, so here's the thing. Right now our props are actually empty, right? So our props won't have the object called location. Because we don't have the object called location, we also won't have the object called path name, right? So what we can do to fix this error is just have question marks here on each. So what it's going to say, if the props exist, then fetch me props to location. And then it's going to say, if the props to location exists, then fetch me the props to location dot path name. Get it? And if I save this, I hope the error should go away. Okay, perfect. It's gone, right? So we're almost there. So we have the home, we have the resume, we have the portfolio, and then we need the socials and probably the button, right? So we're going to have the socials and the button, and then we're going to style everything later. Okay, so what I'm going to say is I think that's it for the nav. So these are the stuff that collapses, right? I think so. Wait, let me just double check. Give me a second. Give me a second, mate. Give me a second. You guys gotta be patient with me. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm right. So these are the stuff that collapse. Now we're gonna say everything else, right? So we're gonna have a nav. So outside the nav, because the nav is what collapsed, right? So outside the nav, we're gonna have a div, just a normal div for the stuff on the right side. Okay, it can't even type, bro. Let's give it a class name. Class name is equal to header, and let's just say right. Okay, it's for the right side. So this is gonna be the right side. Okay, all of this. Okay, so that's the left side and that's the right side. You can call it whatever you say, right? So for the header right side, what we're gonna do is remember back in resume data we had the socials. Remember that? So what we can do is actually map through the socials again, and then use this icon and the link. Did you get it? So you're gonna see what happens. Okay. So inside the right side, what we want to do is give me a second. Okay, what we want to do is map through everything. So remember, to map through objects, you have to use objects dot keys, and then let's import the resume data first, right? So import resume data from 1 to utils. No, wait, what? Resume data. Okay, perfect. Just gonna minimize this to keep it clean, and minimize that to keep it clean, and minimize that to keep it clean. Okay, so object.keys. Okay, and what do you want to map through? We're gonna map through resume data, what we just imported, dot socials. Okay, and then we're gonna get every key, right? Wait, what am I doing? Okay, that dot map. So dot map. Okay, we're gonna get every key. So again, if you forgot about it, the keys are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and GitHub. right? Just the name, like forget the values, just the name is the key, right? So we're gonna get a key, and what do you want to do with the key? We want to return something, right? So let's return something. So in here, we're gonna return a link. So an a tag. Wait, if I just do a and tab, I'm gonna get the href as well. Okay, so a.href. Okay, we want to href to this link here, right? So a.href. I'm gonna say let's href to resume data.socials. Okay, .socials, and then access the key, and then get the link. Okay, so you want to go there. Okay, and then the target is blank. So target blank basically means open in a new tab. Blank. And then for the text, we're gonna give it a text of I'm just gonna copy that. Copy, paste, but in here, wait, no, we want to give an icon, right? So not the text, so icon. Save. Does this work? Yo, let's go. So we have a Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and GitHub, right, on our resume data. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and GitHub. Did you guys notice, like, nothing is actually hard coded? Like, everything comes from this file here, right? That's crazy. So you can always build like a whole system where anyone can build their own resume. So all that you will do is just edit this file. That's it. You're gonna fill in a form. It's gonna edit this file, and it's gonna display a front end for them. Cool. So let's continue. We have that. What else are we missing? So we're missing this button. Remember, we already created this button, right? We created it as a custom button component, I think, right? Okay, components, button. Okay, so let's import it. So import, I'm gonna call this custom button from, let's go up one step, then into button, and then take the button.js. Cool. And now what we want to do is just call the custom button like right towards the end, right? So I guess after the div, inside the div, no mind. Okay, because yeah, you'll see why. So let's call custom button, and then remember we have to pass in the text and the icon. So let's give it a text. What does the text say? Hire me, and this icon is a Telegram icon. Text, hire me, and then the icon is gonna be the Telegram icon. And again, if there's something like wrong, just check their imports, because I've already imported everything. Like I've imported Telegram right there. Cool. So let's save this, and I think we should be done with, or maybe not. Okay, we have that. One thing that we're missing is the width router. So we're gonna have to surround this with a width router because we're gonna be using the routing, right? So it won't work without it. Okay, save. Yeah. So that's just for later, you'll see. But yeah. Cool. So let's start with the styling now. So man, the styling will be long. Sheesh, bro. Right. So let's put everything side by side again. No, wait, not that. Let's get rid of the resume data now. So let's go into the header.css and put that on the side. If you haven't created the header.css, just create it. I think I might have done it outside the video. So header.css, I'm probably going to be copying and pasting half the stuff and explaining it together. Okay, so let's start from the start. We have the header, right? So I'm going to copy and paste it. So we have the header, right, as the main container that surrounds everything. So we're going to say for the header, let's give it a margin bottom of something. So it should be separate from the header, and the text should be separate, right? So there should be a margin bottom, right? So let's go back. So it will have a margin bottom. The background will be white in color, it'll have some padding, it'll have some radius in the box shadow, right? So it'll have some padding, it'll have some box shadow, and yeah, just the padding. Padding is basically between the border and the elements, and margin is outside of the border. You got it? So we'll have that. Let's save. Did we import header.css? No, we have to import that. So import header.css, save. All right, cool. Okay, next thing is let's put that in the background, right? So now we have a back, like it's kind of like that now, right? So we have that, a white background with some padding and everything. So now let's actually do all the links now, right? So we have a nav, wait, in here, no, not in here. Okay, so header link, right? So for every link, so if it's not active, it's gonna take this link. If it's active, it's gonna take this class, right? So let's copy it, paste it. So basically for header link, we're gonna give it a font weight and we're gonna give it a color. So that's gonna be the default color, okay? But when we hover, or if it's active, okay? So the same thing, exact same thing, but if we hover, it's gonna be yellow. So if I hover, it's gonna be yellow, okay? You see that? Or if it's active, it's gonna be yellow as well. So remember the variable main color, and if you hover, and if it's active, it's gonna be the same thing as well, right? So let's save that and let's test it out. So right now I'm in portfolio and portfolio is active. If I go into resume, resume is active. If I go into portfolio, portfolio is active. If I go into resume, resume is active. Get it? 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 Well, cool. Nice. Okay, what do we need to do? So let's probably do the home button to make it look a lot more like that. So again, I'm gonna copy and paste it just to save some time. This video's been long, right? So I'd recommend you guys comment everything out, right? So for the home button, the background color is gonna be the main yellow color. We're gonna have some padding, flags, and then align items horizontally and vertically to the center, and then the border top end. So here's one thing, right? So this elements will have a border radius, right? We want the border radius of the left side, okay? So look at this, of the top left and the bottom left. So of the top left and the bottom left to inherit from the main outside container. Okay, let's see, if I save that, let's see. So we have that. There's something tiny, like we might have to get rid of the padding, I guess. But we'll do that, don't worry. Okay, what else? So we have so here's the thing. So remember we had the right side, so let's collapse that. So remember we had the right side where everything will be on the right side. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just display flags, which it already is, but display flags and align item center. So what it's gonna do, okay, everything is gonna be centered with each other, like just in case if it's not. For example, one might be slightly higher than the other, but everything will not be centered. It might not make a difference, but yeah. And another thing that I want to do is target all of these elements to make it look like that. So a smaller icon with a different color. Okay, so I'm gonna paste that. So again, so we're in header and then header rights. Okay, and then remember we created an A tag. So let's go inside the A tag and then find an icon, right? So inside the A tag and then we find an icon. And for that icon, let's have a font size. Let's have a margin right, so there's a space between every icon, and make the color black. So there we go. One more thing is this thing isn't being aligned properly to the rights. So what we can do is for these items here, we can just say a margin right of auto that will move everything else to the right of it. So you'll see. So wait, would I do it? Give me a second. So we have the nav, which is the left. So the nav is the left side, and then this is the right side. So what I can do is I can give this a class name of header left. So this is the left side, right? And then I can give this a margin right of auto. So let's go here. Okay, header, and then header underscore left. Okay, and then I'm gonna do just give it a margin. No, margin right of auto. I hope that should do. Yeah, perfect. Let's go. So that works. Something's wait. This has a padding, and it probably has a wait. It has a padding. I want to get rid of this padding. So what I can do is wait. So okay. So wait. Let's see where that comes from, right? I thought wait. Why isn't it working though? Nav link. It comes from nav link. So nav link right here. So I can give this a padding of 0. Okay. Okay. Here's something special as well, right? Class name. Have a look at this. I didn't want to show this earlier, but the Bootstrap API or Bootstrap CSS basically has some spacing inbuilt, right? So if I give it a class name of p_0 or like even m_0, it's gonna set all the padding and all the margin to 0. Let's see if that works. No? Damn, bro. Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. What is this? What is this, man? What is this, my brother? What are you doing, my brother? So we have a header. Well, I'm actually gonna post the videos just so I don't waste your time. Post. Okay, I'm back. So this is another. Okay, I'm not sure why this didn't work, but let's just give this a padding 0, right? So let's give it a class name. Class name equals to, I'm gonna say header underscore nav link. Okay. So if you have a look at this, okay, let's save this. And if you have a look at what's happening, okay, we actually have some sort of padding outside this element. So we got the right element, but if I get rid of this, it works perfectly, right? But it doesn't without it. So we're gonna get rid of that padding. So let's say header.nav link. Let's go to the top. Let's say header and then header.nav link, and then say padding equals to 0. And if we refresh, that should work. I guess it's done, right? Right? I think so. Another thing, why didn't the border radius apply? Some of the stuff is so weird, I swear, bro. So if I inspect elements, if I click on that, border radius, why doesn't that apply? So I have 126 px border radius of 10 px. Why, bro? That's so weird. Oh wait, no. Wait, it applied from the right side. It didn't apply for the left side. 6 px. So yeah, if you look closely, it did apply from the right side, but not the left side. So if I click on that, if I say 6px here, 6px and 6 6px. Okay, so that worked, but inherit doesn't work. I thought inherit should work. Okay, let's just give it a 6px. So let's go back to the code, and so here we're gonna say 6px and 6px save. There we go. I think we're perfect now. Like, it's really close, like really close. Dang, bro, this is sick. Let's go. It's probably maybe like capitalizing this stuff, but yeah, whatever, man. I'm too tired for that. Let's try and make it smaller. So does that work? Wait, scrolling isn't working. Wait, what? No, that can't happen. But okay, that works, but scrolling isn't working. So what we're gonna do, wait, why isn't scrolling working? We're gonna address this in another video, but it's 36 minutes. Yo, see you guys later. I'm off.